Parks. Welcome to another episode of the Brandywine Angler. Today is June 8th, 2019. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. We're going to try to catch an evening bite this evening on our namesake creek. Oh, one other thing. We're going to be testing a new reel that I got and seeing if it's any good. So we'll have a little bit of an equipment review along the way. Okay, first things first. Today we're going to be testing out this new reel. The brand is Cheeky, C-H-E-E-K-Y. The model is the Cydro, C-Y-D-R-O 1500. And this is a reel that retails for about $130, but I was able to get it on Sierra Trading Post for 49 bucks. And I thought, what the heck, I got to give it a try. We're going to start today in terms of a lure with a little Gets It tube in kind of a brown color, 3-inch. Pretty classic lure for these parts and for smallmouth. So far this tube seems to be, I think it's a 1/8 ounce tube, and it's just the right weight to stay in contact with the bottom but not be dragging along the bottom. I can jump it and it floats and swims a little bit. I'm using a 7-foot rod that's 2 feet longer than the rod I typically fish in the Brandywine Creek. But I just wanted to see how it fished in this section. See, maybe the 5-foot rod I've been using is not the right play. I mean, just because I've been doing it that way doesn't mean it's the right way. Trying this 7-foot rod today. Light action, nothing fancy. This is a very inexpensive rod, but for this kind of fishing, it's perfectly fine. It's actually a pretty nice little rod for the price, for sure. Felt like a hit. Might have been just a redbreast pecking on it. And there are plenty of them in here. And I've actually caught some pretty big ones in this section coming up here. Let's try that drift again. Started there. There's a fish right out of the gate. That feels more like a smallmouth. That's a smallmouth, I think. Yeah, there's our friend Mr. Smallmouth. Not a big one, but he hit it right when it hit the water. All right. Take a look at him. There he is. Beautiful fish. Nothing any kind of size to him. He's 8.5 inches. Hooked solidly in the lower jaw. And back he goes. Pretty standard Brandywine smallmouth there, I would say. He hit that right as it hit the water. Just was on. That's a good spot. I mean, you see the water kind of comes and hits that lay down and kind of pushes around it. And if I'm a fish, it seems like a pretty good spot to be. Have that food kind of funnel around to you. Got that fish, whatever it is. Oh, it's a smallmouth. Another little smallmouth. Similar looking fish to the first one. Don't think it's the same fish though. Come on, buddy. Pose for the picture. There you are. Another pretty little Brandywine smallmouth. Let him go. Off he goes. This reel has performed absolutely fine so far. Perfect line lay. Smooth. Bail is ace. There's a fish. No, just a tap, probably a redbreast. Whatever. Oh. Thought I had whatever that was. I'm sure that's a redbreast. It's just hit it like a sunfish. Did not hook up. Fiddling around with little fish here. May switch. Oh, there was a fish chasing it right there. I think that was actually a smallmouth. A little one, but it was a smallmouth. Never caught a big one up on these sort of 2-3 foot flats, but I've had little ones come up here and chase lures just like that. Alright, just a little simple spinner. These are usually killer in creeks. There's a fish. What do we got here? Haha. Little largemouth. Tiny little beautiful largemouth bass. Beautiful. Ready? Back he goes. He's over here in the shallow rocky area on the spinner. Creek fish love a spinner. I don't know why, they just do. They go crazy for a spinner. There's another fish. I don't know what this is. This is a fall fish. There's the fall fish. Beautiful guy talking to me. Very angry about the situation. All right, buddy. I'm sure that does not feel good. All right, there you go. Back he goes. A little more weight to this fish, whatever it is. What is it? It's a bigger red breast. Still pretty small. Fat little fellow though. There he is. Short little guy, but he's beautiful. He gets sideways in the current, I think, and just kind of can put up some resistance. There he goes. Alright, time to go check out a different spot. We fished this one pretty good and don't know that there's going to be a whole lot here that we haven't already caught. Wow, right at my feet. Oh man, that was pretty classic. We ought to get that. There we go. Off he goes. Well, the redbreast love the spinner. These redbreasts just can't lay off this thing. Back he goes. Where's Mr. Smallmouth? Come on. All these redbreasts hijacking my spinner here, but where's Mr. Smallmouth? Saw him come up behind it and smack it. There we go. Away he goes, little guy. Come on, Smalley, where are you, buddy? All right. Let's start making our way back. Ah, there's a fish. What do we got here? It looks like a fall fish. Yep. A little fall fish. Pretty little guy. Get him back. Alright, buddy, I know. You're pissed. Back he goes. Alright. I'm back where I started the whole session. I got this spinner on. Remember, we were working the tube here originally. And so I've got the spinner and I'm going to try the spinner just at the end of the trip here to see what happens. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, that's a better fish. What's that? Oh, little smallmouth. Little smallmouth. Good deal. There he goes. Quick release. There's a fish. Little largemouth bass. Come here, little largemouth bass. It's two of them today. I don't really catch a lot of largemouth in this creek, but check that little guy out. Beautiful little specimen. Tiny little guy though. Alright, buddy. Go grow up. pretty good evening of fishing. Didn't really catch anything huge, but caught some fish, had some fun. A word about this new reel of mine. Let's see, I would say that it was fun to fish with. It seemed very capable. It's a good size, the 1500 size. It's a decent size for, I would say, all-purpose freshwater fishing. It's a little big, I would say, for tossing around like a tiny trout magnet or something like that. It's bigger than like a 500 series Shimano or the 6920 Fluger President or something like that. But in terms of like an all-around light tackle spinning reel, I think it's pretty good. Certainly at the price point of the sale price, I would say it's worth it. It's not impeccably smooth. It's smooth, but not impeccably so. The one thing I didn't really get a sense for yet is the drag. It seemed to be okay. I mean, I had the drag set so that when I set the hook hard, I got a little drag pull. And the drag seemed smooth enough there. Now, you know, if you hook a big fish with this reel, what's the drag gonna do? I can't tell you yet. And that will be an important consideration, I suppose, for a few people out there. But all in all, I would say it seems to be a pretty good solid reel. Definitely worth the 50 bucks where you the Sierra Trading Post clearance price. And you know, will it hold up over time? We'll find out, but it does feel pretty solid and doesn't feel cheap. And the bail works beautifully, really flips over really nicely with a heavy bail wire, a reasonably heavy bail wire at least. So for all those reasons, I give it a thumbs up at the price point it's available on sale. I'm not sure if it's $130 or $125 reel as the list price was, but you know what? That's not what you're able to get it for anymore. So why not buy it if you're in the market for the discounted $49 price. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this evening's fishing. I certainly did. As always, I'm the Brandywine angler, Manly Parks. Thanks very much for watching. We will catch you next time.